Whew, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Whew. I am sorry. I am so excited to be here. I feel my energy just bubbling up. And welcome, everyone. So as you come in, introduce yourself. Let me know who is here. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And let's just start with coming into the heart by telling me one thing that you are grateful for today. One thing that you're grateful for. What are you grateful for today? Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're just a tad clipped.
Oh, I have my sound check coming in. So let me know who is tuning in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And let me know, what are you grateful for today? And as I say to you, I welcome you in. I welcome you. I welcome you. I welcome you. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining today. Welcome, everyone. All right, everyone. So today we're going to be talking about shifting our perspective to change our lives. Who is excited? Who is excited? I am excited. If you have no idea who I am, my name is Genna Rose Giannetti, and I am a love coach. I'm a meditation teacher. I am a spiritual leader, helping people to come into higher states of love, higher states of unity. So I'm going to ask you guys today to just be present, to come in love no matter what you are feeling, no matter what you're experiencing in this earth plane, to just come as you are. To come as you are, whether that is sad, whether that's angry, whether you're frustrated, you're at where you're at, and wherever you're at is okay. And just come into this deep state of love. My intention for today is to help you to come into higher love and to help you with the topic we're talking about today. Shift your perspective to change your life, to shift your life. So as you come in, let me know who's here. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And let me know, what are you grateful for today? What are you grateful for today? So hello, Anime. Hello, Yendi. Hello, Heidi. Hello, Casey. Hello, Levi. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Danny. Oh, Danny, I remember you. It's been quite some time. Say hello. And we'll take a couple more minutes for everyone to come in, to introduce themselves while I drink water. So is anyone new here? Let me know in the comments if you are new here. If you've been here before, if you've never been with me before, if you know who I am, if you have no idea who I am, let me know so I know how to gauge. I'm also triple fisting shake with coffee and water and all of that good stuff. So if you see me triple fisting stuff, that's why. So, all right. We'll just wait one more minute, everyone. As you come in, introduce yourself. Let me know where you're tuning in from and what you are grateful for today. All right, everyone. So I am going to just dive right in. And I always start my lives. This will be a 3-part live. So how it's going to work is I'm going to lead us into a really quick opening meditation to connect all of our energies together. I then will be doing a talk today on shift your perspective, change your life. And then after that, I ask you guys to please be interactive, engage with me, talk with me. I can talk all I want to myself, but it's so much sweeter when I actually have people talking to me and engaging with me. And then from there, I will open it up to a question and answer. So if you have any questions, and then we will go into another meditation. Hello, Levi, Anime. Hello, Jenna. Today, I'm grateful for the opportunity to awaken to a new day. Yes, that my mother has been granted the opportunity to awaken to a new day. Yes, I am grateful for the magic today holds, for the ability to see, heal, and be here for this platform. Yes, I'm also grateful for the choice and the ability to make it even when at times it's more disciplined. Yes, I'm grateful for the beautiful souls the universe is aligning me with, and for the harmony that is available to be tuned in from. Yes, yes, yes. I love it. 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 Yes. Oh, that makes my heart so happy. Yeah, so just let me know what everyone else is grateful for. Thank you for communicating. Thank you for interacting. I love it. All right, I'm going to take one sip of coffee, and then I'm going to open the circle into an opening meditation. And I love this cup. It says, when it rains, look for rainbows. When it rains, look for rainbows. And this cup actually, in the inside, when it's dark, look for stars. Ooh, you know what? So this was actually what I didn't even realize when I was coming up with what I was talking about today. I had wrote down in my notes that in the darkness, look for stars. And I didn't even realize that this cup says that. Wow. It's amazing. And I live by this. So, all right, everyone. So I'm going to ask you to just close down your eyes for just a moment. And let's just open up this circle. So just close down your eyes. And allow yourself to just come into this present moment. Allowing all of the energy to just subside. Allowing all of the energy to calm. And just start to take a deep breath in through your nose. And then take a deep breath out through your mouth. Coming into your center. Coming into your calm. Coming into peace. Take another deep breath in through your nose. Holding the breath at the top. And then breathing out. Breathing in through your nose. And breathing out through your mouth. And just start to set your intention for this live. Your intention for this day. Why did you come? Why are you here? Bring your attention to your intention. And just breathe into this light. Start to call upon wherever you find your faith, inviting that energy into today, into this life. And just imagine now that you are standing in a field filled with everyone who is here today. Imagine that everyone that's on this live today on Insight Timer, everyone that will listen to this later on YouTube, everyone who will ever come in contact with today's live is gathered together in a circle. And as you gather in the circle, for a moment, just imagine the sun overhead. Feel the light of the sun pouring down on you, shining down on you, awakening you and lighting you up, infusing you with the intention that you set, and giving you everything that you need and ask for. Feel this light moving into any pains, any hurts that you may be feeling physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And feel this light pouring down through the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. And breathe into this. And breathe out. And as you gather in this community, this circle, just imagine that you are holding hands with everyone that's here, creating this connection of higher love, shifting our perspective to change our life, and recognizing that it takes a community. It takes the support of others to do so, to shift the collective consciousness. And with the next inhale, breathe in this light from the sun and breathe out this light to everyone in the circle. Feeling this light starting from you, pouring into every soul, every human that is present today. Sending them love, sending them support, sending them peace. And continue to send this light out through the circle, lighting up the whole circle in this conscious light of love, of unity, of peace and connection. Feel you receiving the light from others. And as you receive this light of others, you send out this light to others. And breathe this in. And breathe this out. And just notice now how different you feel from when you started. Knowing that you are supported. Knowing that you are supported by higher consciousness. The ground underneath you. Earth, Mama Pachamama. And the support of everyone that's here. And take one more final breath. Breathing this in. And breathing this out. And whenever you're ready, coming back into the space. Noticing the shift. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Taking a deep breath in. And opening up your eyes whenever you're ready to do so. Welcome back, beautiful souls. Welcome back. Welcome back, beautifuls. Hello, everyone. Again, if you're just now coming in, welcome. My name is Genna Rose Giannetti. Let me know if this is your first time here. Let me know who you are, where you're tuning in from, and what you're grateful for today. Today we are, thank you. Today we are talking about shifting our perspective to change our life. And this was originally a 3-day program that I created to help people to do just that, to shift their perspective, to then shift their life and change their life. And I decided today to condense this 3-day program into this 1 hour free live to serve you guys, because I feel like it's so vital. And the way in which we shift starts with just what we did. It starts with community. It starts with knowing that we are supported. It starts with knowing that we are loved. It starts with knowing that we're not alone in this world. So often We feel alone in this world, like we have to carry everything on our own. We have to handle everything on our own. And I'm here to tell you that there's a community of support, even when it feels like you're alone. And so we start all of my lives with knowing that we are supported, bringing us into a community, because that's what we're doing, even though we are live here on the interwebs. We are collective consciousness. And it takes all of us to shift, to change, to evolve, to grow. So that's what we'll be doing today. So let me know if you are new here. If you're new, please make sure to follow me for all of my updates, meditations, lives. And I'm going to just dive right in. So how do we shift our perspective to change our life? What does that even mean? So what that means is starting to change the way that we see the world. So often we're stuck in a season of raininess. Sometimes we're stuck in a season of death and, maybe poverty or heartbreak or fear. Sometimes you may have a season where no matter what you do, you feel like the storm just keeps coming. Things keep getting worse. Let me know if this resonates with you. I just came out of a dark night of the souls. I was in California and I came back from California and I got COVID, and COVID affected me emotionally much more than physically, because during COVID I started doubting everything. I started doubting my life and my relationship, and I started doubting my work, and I just started doubting everything, and it shook me. It shook me. And I was in this period of real deep darkness. And it was funny because during this period of darkness, I was also getting ready to launch this 3-day program, Shift Your Perspective, Change Your Life. And I had to really practice what I preach. It was like the universe saying, hello, are you going to practice what you preach? You're creating this program to teach people how to expand into higher consciousness, how to change and to be happy and to love more and to feel good. You have to live by it. And so it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful teacher. And I used the tools that I'm going to teach you guys now to do just that. So whether you're in a period of deep grief and you feel like the world is just shaking you apart, or you may be struggling financially, or you might be struggling in your relationship or your health, the intent of today is to help you to take the darkness that is surrounding you and to bring light to that. And so there's 3 ways in which we start to shift our perspective. And it starts with first confronting and facing the darkness. Before we can get to the sun, before we can get to the bright and sunny day, we have to have the darkness. We have to honor the moon. We have to honor the dark sky. We have to confront the fears and the pain and the trauma and the hurt, the disease. We have to face it. We can't run from it. We have to face it. And once we face it, and this is the hardest thing for people to do, the hardest things that I found, my clients and myself and, the people I love dealing with, is we have to then accept it. We have to accept where we are at. And that's really hard. It's really, really hard to accept where you're at. You have to accept that, well, you know what, I'm in a really dark place, and my grandfather just died, and my grandma just died, and, my cousin just died, and I'm now moving away from Sedona, and my whole life is shifting. Okay, I'm in a period of death. And that's what happened to me, guys. And I talk a lot about, I teach and I coach from my own life examples. In December, my whole life shifted. Literally, my grandfather passed away. Following my grandpa passing away, I got engaged. And then my grandma passed away. And then my cousin passed away. And then I moved out of Sedona, Arizona. And I shifted my whole life to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And there was a lot of death. And a lot of fear. And a lot of pain. And a lot of grief. And a lot of guilt. And I had to come to this place of, okay, I accept it. I don't have to like it. I don't have to desire it. But I have to accept it. I have to accept that this is where I'm at. And so if you are in a period that you do not prefer, it's okay to reach for better. And that's what we're going to be doing, is shifting our perspective. But before we can shift our perspective, we have to first accept where we're at. We have to first accept the guilt. We have to accept the grief. We have to accept that maybe we're not financially where we want to be. We have to accept that, yeah, I have cancer. Yeah, I have to accept that the love of my life just left me. We have to accept where we're at, even if we don't like it. Before you can shift your perspective, you have to face your old self. You have to face the sadness. You have to face the anger. You have to face the uncomfortableness. You have to face the dis-ease. And you have to accept it. And there's many ways to do this. And one tool, I'm going to give you guys 3 main tools for each one of these that we're talking about today. Confronting, accepting, changing, shifting. And the way in which you accept where you're at is allow yourself to just be where you're at. If you're in this period of sadness or anger, don't try to shift yourself not instantly, out of sadness. Allow your sadness to be there. Allow your anger to be there. Allow your grief to be there. And remind everyone in your life, remind your romantic partner and your family and your friends, like, hey, I'm in a period of deep grief right now. I'm in a period of, I'm really fucking angry at the world right now. I'm in this period of deep sadness and depression. And I'm just going to sit in it. I'm going to allow it to be there. It's uncomfortable. But you have to sit in it. And the reason that you have to sit in it is because, yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, it comes with dis-ease. But if you do not face the dis-ease that you're feeling mentally, the chaos of your mind, if you don't face the dis-ease of the sadness and the anger, it will get bigger and it will manifest into disease. It will manifest into physical illness. It will manifest into COVID. It will manifest into cancer. So before you physically get the disease, allow yourself to just have the dis-ease of the emotions that you're feeling, the dis-ease of the anger. Anger feels a hell lot better than feeling depressed. It's a lot more empowering for me to scream because I have power in my scream than for me to feel like I'm crying all day long, right? And so you have to face the dis-ease. Feel it. Accept it. The flowers, if you've been with me a long time, then you've heard me say this. I'm going to say it again. We are living nature. The weather, the universe, it's not outside of us, but it's a reflection of our internal self. So within, so without. So above, so below. And so the weathers that we see, the rainy days outside, the thunder that happens, the snow that falls, is a reflection of our own internal weathers, our internal sadness, our internal anger, our internal rage, our internal moments of wanting to be cold and shut out the world and protect ourselves. Let me know if this is resonating. And I see that you left a message, Anna-Mia. I'm sorry I haven't read it yet, but I will come to it. But please leave any questions, comments, talks. Please communicate with me. Let me know if this is resonating. And the weather outside is a reflection of our own internal weather. And so if you go outside, you're not going to see the trees and the flowers when it's raining screaming at the sky and saying, "Why are you raining on me? Don't rain on me. I don't want to be rained on." No, I would imagine that if the trees and the flowers could talk, which they do, they just don't speak English. They speak vibration. That instead you would hear the flowers and the trees saying, "Oh, it's raining. I get to grow. I get to grow. Yay. The water is going to help me grow. The rain is going to help me grow." I would imagine that the flowers and trees probably say that. Because nature, the flowers, the trees understand in some fashion that they need both the rain and the sun to grow. The trees and the flowers don't only celebrate when it's sunny out, it also celebrates when it's raining out. Let me know if this is resonating. So the trees and the flowers need both sun and rain to grow. Just like you, who is the universe that has your weather inside. You also need the sun and the rain to grow. You need the sadness and the anger and the frustration and the grief to grow. Because when you know what you don't want, you know more clearly what you do want. And after a rainstorm, just like my cup, after a rainstorm always comes a rainbow. After the deep night of the soul, the dark night of the soul, after a lot of sadness, after all of the anger, you always get the sun. Things always get better because the rain has to come to clear out all of the debris and clear out all the dust and clear out all of the stuck energy. And so it's important that we feel it. Feel the sadness. The first step in shifting your perspective to change your life is by realizing that your sadness, your anger, your frustration is good. It's good. So many people are numbing themselves. We numb ourselves. We get sick. We get a headache. And what do? You take aspirin. You take medication to numb the pain. I want to encourage you that the pain that you're feeling is good. The pain that you're feeling has a message for you. There is wisdom in the pain. There is wisdom in the dis-ease. There's wisdom in the disease. And it's talking. That pain that you're feeling it's saying, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me, heal me. And when you don't listen, it gets louder. And the pain gets louder. And the pain gets more painful. And it says, listen, 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 listen. Until you are in so much pain that all you can do is just lay there. And now you have physical pain and you're having the mental pain because all of the mental garbage is coming up. And then you have the emotional pain of the sadness and anger because now you're laying there because you can't get out of bed because you're so sick. And you feel depressed now because you want to work and you want to take action and you want to make something of yourself. Right? And then you feel sad. And then because you feel sad, you have these conscious thoughts that are saying, I'm not good enough and I shouldn't be laying in bed and I feel like a piece of shit because I'm laying in bed and I have cancer and what's wrong with me? So now you have the mental dis-ease, you have the emotional dis-ease, and you have the physical dis-ease. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for that donation. Thank you so much for that. I'm so grateful. Thank you for letting me know this is resonating. Thank you for seeing me. And so accept where you're at. Accept that it's raining outside. Accept that it's thundering. Accept it. And recognize that it's all good. And that when your partner is really irritating you, when your partner is really pissing you off, that you still love them and that they're triggering you to grow. And in that disagreement that you're having with your partner, they are triggering you to grow. And then you grow and then you become better. So shift your perspective to see that the negative feelings that you're feeling are not actually negative, but they're positive. So that's step one, okay? So step one is accepting where you're at, recognizing that it's okay to just be okay. And I define okay by your breathing, your eating, you're fed, you're clean. If that's all you're at is you're fed, you're clean, you're okay. And if you're really angry, it's okay to just be okay. Just accept it. Okay? So that's step one. Step two is just like my cup says, when it's dark, look for stars. If there's 9 things going wrong in your life, look to the one thing that's going right. What is the one thing that's going right in your life? And be grateful for it. Be grateful for what you do have. Because we have this thing called law of attraction. Who's heard of law of attraction? Put in the comments. And everyone wants to own law of attraction when things are going right. But we have to own it when things are going not so pleasantly. And what we focus our attention on is what we get. So if you focus your attention on the darkness, if you focus your attention on the negative, if you focus your attention on the grief, if you focus your attention on all of the shit that's not going right, you're going to amplify that, you're going to magnify that, and you're going to get more of what you don't like. There's a time and a place to feel where you're at, which was step one, to acknowledge, like, yes, this is where I'm at, I accept it, it is what it is, I completely surrender. That was step one. Step two is just try to find something that is going well in your life. And if it's literally only, hey, I'm breathing and I don't even know if I want to breathe, and I don't know if I even want to live, notice what is going well. Like, hey, I really like my dress. My dress is really pretty. I like this dress. It's a good dress. I'm really grateful for this dress. And then once you find, oh, I'm really grateful for this dress, you can be like, ooh, look, I'm having a really good hair day today. Ooh, look at these curlies. Oh, I'm really grateful. Look at this luscious curls. I'm grateful I have a good set of hair, right? And then you're like, oh, and look, I have blue eyes. Oh, I'm really grateful. I really find my eyes attractive, right? And then you're like, oh, me and my partner argued yesterday, but like, I'm really grateful for him. I'm really grateful for all that he does. And then once you say that, then you'll walk into the kitchen and then you'll see your partner painting the kitchen. Then you're like, oh, I'm really grateful that my partner's painting the kitchen. And then from there, it amplifies and you're like, oh, I'm really grateful I have a roof over my head. I'm really grateful I have a home, right? And then you're like, oh, I paid all of my bills on time this month. I'm really grateful that I paid all of my bills on time this month. And then it amplifies and it magnifies. And you see more stars. Does this make sense? Let me know if this is resonating. So, be grateful for what you do have. Be grateful for where you're at. I had a client call me yesterday, a past client of mine who, she continues to come back, and she's not a present paying client. But, I still hold my clients even when they'll, things have passed. And she texted me yesterday and she said, Genna, I don't have money to pay you, but I really need someone to talk to right now. I'm really, really having a hard time. And I wasn't going to abandon her. Just because she couldn't pay me, I wasn't going to abandon her. So I called her and I said, what's going on? And she said, everything's going wrong. And she said, her boyfriend just had a heart attack and was in the hospital. And after her boyfriend had a heart attack, his sister died the very next day. And then her cat is dying. And her son is graduating from high school. And she's trying to throw him a graduation party. And she doesn't have money for a graduation party. And she was listing all of these things, all of the darkness that was going on. And I helped her to do just this, to shift her perspective by first honoring where she's at. I'm not here to bypass. I'm not here to bypass like, oh yeah, like there's a lot of shit going on. Oh wow, look, No, I honored where she was at. I was like, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot that you're experiencing. It's really hard. And I let her vent, and I let her feel, and I told her to feel into the sadness, and to feel into the rage, and to feel into how she feels like she's losing her mind. Feel it. And then be like, okay, this is where I'm at. You don't have to like it, but this is where I'm at. And then I said to her, now what are you grateful for? What is going on well in your life right now? And I brought her to that place of, well, I have a really good son, and he made honor roll, and he's getting a certificate. And then I brought her into, yeah, and you're a really good mother, right? You're a great mother, and you're a great friend. And I brought her to this place of gratitude where so many darkness is in the sky. But even in the midst of her boyfriend just having a heart attack, and his sister dying, and her cat now dying, and what else was in her financial situation, and her fearful of not being able to throw her son a graduation party. The light in that is that she still has a son. The light in that is that she has a fantastic son who made honor roll. The light in that is she still has her boyfriend, and that yes, she's taking care of him, but it's better for her to be taking care of him and for him to be alive than for him to have died. Right? The gratitude is you have a roof over your head. The gratitude is you have me to support you. Those so many things. So when everything is going wrong, focus on the gratitude. Shift your perspective by recognizing that there's still stars in the sky. And if you've ever actually looked out into the night sky, you might not see a star. But if you keep looking, you'll find one star. And then if you keep looking for more stars, you'll find more stars. But if you're only looking at the darkness, you're not going to find any stars. So find the light. Does that resonate? So I'm going to take a pause real quick. And I want to hear, how are you guys doing? How is everyone doing? All right, let's do a quick check-in. Is this resonating? Is this not resonating? Put in the chat, what are you grateful for? Put in the chat, what are you deciding to accept? And I'm going to finally get to that comment. I empathize. I had a long, hard COVID for 4 months back in 2021. It severely affected me mentally and emotionally. Still struggling from that since then in ways I haven't before. Consistently feel like I'm walking a tightrope, balancing along and sitting with it and trying to find ways to be grateful for the death. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I want to remind you that after death always comes rebirth. And sometimes we have to die to be reborn. In order for, pardon my mouth, in order for a new house to be rebuilt, the old house often has to be pushed down. Right? Sometimes the old house has to be pushed and the fire has to come and it has to be burned down. Not pushed down, burned down. That's the word I was looking for. So, carrying on now. Actually, let me get one drink of water. All right. And so, the next step to shift into a new you need to shift into a new reality, a new perspective, a new version of you. The truth is, a different you exists in the perspective of everyone out there. Those infinite parallel versions of you. And you get to decide, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Science is now proving, quantum physics, there's infinite parallel versions of you out there. And at any moment, you can shift into whoever you desire to be. You are not stuck in who you are today. And the proof of that, if that sounds woohoo, is I'm going to prove it to you. Look at the version of you that you are now. Look in the mirror. Look at your reflection for a moment. Look at your age. Look at what you look like. And recognize that at one point you were 5 years old. At one point you were 10 years old. At one point you were 20 years old. And who you were when you were 5 is not who you are now. Who you were when you were 20 is not who you are now. You are a completely different you than you used to be. You shifted. You changed. You evolved. Call it aging. Call it growing up. But you are not the same you. And if you keep trying to plan your life around the desires of your 5-year-old you're going to fail every single time. I'm facing this right now. Let's get raw. Let's get real. Let's take the makeup off. I'm facing this right now. I'm engaged. I love my fiance. I'm excited to marry him. I'm excited. But I'm constantly going between this old version of me, this 10-year-old version of me that had my whole wedding planned by the time I was 10 years old, compared to what she wanted in a husband at 10 years old, and then the 16-year-old version of me that was wild and crazy and my sex hormones were flying all over the place, and what she wanted in a husband, right? And then my 20-year-old versions of me, who's finally becoming a professional, finally getting my career launched, and what she wanted in a husband, and then what I now want in a husband right now. And all of those different versions of husbands that I wanted was a reflection of the different versions of I at that age. There's a different you that exists, and you get to decide where you want to go. A different you exists in the perspective of everyone out there. Everyone sees a different you. Who you think you are is completely different than who your mother thinks you are, or who your partner thinks you are, or who your boss thinks you are. Your mother sees the version of you that sees you as loving and emotional and free. Your partner may see the part of you that is, passionate and optimistic and sometimes fearful. Your old friend who you don't talk to may see you as unkind or a bitch or unloving or traumatized, right? Everyone sees a different version of you. And because everyone sees a different version of you, number one, and because a different you exists in the past, you are not your 5-year-old self, that proves that at any moment you can change who you are today by shifting your perspective and asking yourself, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? And becoming that. Focus on becoming that. And sometimes you have to ignore your reality for just a little while. Because the truth is, the reality that you see is only a manifestation. It's only a reflection of the thoughts and the feelings that you have within. Everything that's going on collectively right now is a collective manifestation of everything that we collectively have created. You, the individual you, did not create COVID to take over the world, right? But collectively, we all ignored our voice. Collectively, we weren't speaking our truth. Collectively, we created this dis-ease because everyone was at dis-ease with their sadness and their anger and their frustration and their feelings. That we created collectively this thing that took over the world, that caused a lot of deaths, that caused a lot of pain. Whatever your beliefs on COVID are, it doesn't matter, right? But it manifested. You know, I heard the other day, it was so beautiful, that there was a Native American tribe, I forgot what it's called, and that when one person gets sick in the tribe, the whole community of the tribe celebrates that sickness. They celebrate that illness. And they say, thank you so much for being the body that got this illness. Because in you getting this illness, you are my reflection. And you're showing us in the tribe what is ill in us, what's sick in us. And so as a tribe, as a community, we're going to heal this together. As a community, we're going to heal this cancer that you have. Because the cancer that you have is the cancer that I have emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, because you are my reflection. And so as you heal from your cancer, I heal from my cancer. And as I heal from the cancer, I'm going to take your cancer on as my cancer. And I'm going to heal from the cancer of my mind, my emotions, my spirit, my body. And as I heal, you're going to heal. What if we all had that perspective? What if we saw other people's illness as our illness to heal? What if we saw no one with illness? Just as the teachings of Jesus said that Jesus did not see people weeping of illness, but he saw them of health. When you see people in health, you will become healthy. When you are healthy, you will see people in health. It starts with us. So we have to shift our perspective to recognize that the goodness or the badness that you see in the mirror reflection of you is the collective consciousness. And so together we can heal. I want to read this quote by Alan Watts. Who's familiar with Alan Watts? I'm glad I was called to your live today. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here too. I'm really, really glad you're here too. And thank you for the yellow heart. I love the color yellow. I love yellow hearts. So we get to choose where we want to be. Our imagination, look at children. They have a powerful imagination. Our imagination is what creates our reality. We are storytellers. We are writing our reality. We are scripting. And so I want to read this quote by Alan Watts, if you're familiar with Alan Watts. He says, the most civilized people Rewind. Most civilized people are out of touch with reality because they confuse the world as it is with the world as they think about it and talk about it and describe it. For on the one hand, there is the real world, and on the other, a whole system of symbols about the world which we have in our minds. And I love that quote because to me, my perception of what he's saying is that there's this real world and then there's the world that we create in our mind, okay? And if you're in a relationship, you should know that your feelings, how you feel about something, is not logical. I'm a love coach, right? That's what I do. I'm a love coach. I teach people how to love unconditionally. Yeah, I have this story. I have this irrational story in my head that says, my fiance doesn't love me. My fiance doesn't want me. He doesn't care about me. I don't feel loved. I don't feel loved right now because he woke up this morning and he woke up and didn't wake me up when he woke up. And now we're dysregulated and now we're waking up at the different times and we're not in alignment. And so we're not meant to be and we're not connected. It's fucking insanity. I recognize the insanity of my thoughts. I'm not above anyone in my irrational thoughts. I just have the tools to recognize that the thoughts that I think are not always fucking rational. And that what I think in my mind is not true. It's not always true. I have a ring on my finger, a very nice ring, a very luxurious ring. We have a beautiful house we've created together. My fiance loves me. Like, the fact is, he loves me. And no matter what story I create in my mind, because he wakes up in the morning before me and starts walking and doesn't wake me up, and the story I have that he doesn't love me because he woke up without waking me up is irrational. And so what Alan Watts is saying, that sometimes we're out of touch with reality because we have these stories in our mind. But I'm going to now twist that and tell you that if you continue to reinforce this negative thought, I'm not loved, I'm not wanted. I'm using my example of I'm not loved, I'm not wanted, my fiance doesn't love me. I'm going to create that reality. Let me say that louder. If I continue the story that my fiance doesn't love me, I'm going to create a reality. I'm going to shift into a reality where we break up. He won't want to be with me. I won't get married. And then I will prove my case. And then I'll be sitting there saying, see, I knew he didn't love me. I knew it. Well, no. I created that story because I was so in my mind creating these irrational stories that I made it my reality. We create our reality, people. I'm going to say it louder. We create our reality. We don't like it. We don't like it all the time. And sometimes we love it. But we have to take full responsibility for it. Wake up. And I'm telling myself this too. Wake up. We so often want to own when we create the relationship, right? And when I manifested a relationship, I created this. Yes, I manifested. I'm a powerful creator, right? But then yesterday, when my partner was a grumpy face, which I love him, but he was a really grumpy face yesterday, I created that too. And how did I create him to be distant from me yesterday? I created that because I have this irrational story because he wakes up in the morning and doesn't wake me up that he doesn't love me. And if I continue to have that story, I'm going to create the reality of him literally taking space from me. So we have to get a hold of the stories that we're telling ourselves. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Not everyone wants to hear that. Not everyone wants to hear that, and that's okay. That's okay. But the truth is, there is a real world, and then there's the world that we create in our minds. And if we continue to listen to the story in our minds, we're going to continue to create that. The world is only a reflection of the thoughts we think, the feelings we feel. And the world that you see outside of you is only a reflection of your own power of consciousness. And so when you shift your perspective, you change your life. A different you exists in every person who knows you. We talked about this before. A different you exists in every person who knows you. Every person has a different experience with you. They've seen different emotions with you. They've had different times and ages and seasons of you. And so because of this, it proves that there's many infinite parallel versions of you. And at any moment, you can shift into that. So who do you want to be? What do you want to create? What do you want to create? Put it in the chat. What do you want to create? What do you want to create? So, I want to do a little bit of a refresher of what we talked about today. So, whatever you want to create, a great sound system, a portable door. That sounds like great time. That sounds fantastic. So, the way in which you create it, which, let's be honest, for you to create the portable door, Levi, you have to get the collective, the collective consciousness to want to create this portable door, to believe that we can create a portable door. And let's be honest, I am a true believer in magic. I truly believe that one day we can get the whole collective consciousness to believe that there's so much magic out there that we can create a portable door that goes from one reality to the next reality. I believe we can create that. But how about before we create a portable door, we create a reality where everyone's loving to each other and everyone's peaceful to each other. And we create a reality where you can shift into any version of yourself at any moment. And we get people to actually believe that you can shift in any perspective at any moment, and that you're constantly changing, you're constantly evolving, and you're constantly dying, and then you're constantly being rebirthed. So, the way that you create the life that you want, the way that you shift your perspective, is you create. You literally shift your perspective. You shift your perspective. You create a new story of what you want to be. And the step one of this is accept the reality you're in. Acknowledge it. Face it. Before you can move away from it, you have to accept it. You have to accept it. You can't be in denial. You then shift your perspective by focusing on the good. When you focus on the good, you get more good. When you focus on what you're grateful for, you get more things you're grateful for. When you focus on the love, you get more love. You focus and you shift your attention to the things that are going well. When you then shift your attention about the things that are going well, you then shift into who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to become? For example, let's say that you want $1 million. You want to be a millionaire. You want that $1 million, okay? To have the $1 million, you have to first become someone. You have to first become someone who has $1 million. And what is someone who has $1 million called? Put in the chat. Who are you if you have $1 million? Put in the chat. Anyone? Come on, this is easy. If you have $1 million, who are you? A millionaire. Thank you, Rachel. Yes. Hi, Rachel. You're a millionaire. Right? So you have something you want. You have something you desire. And then you have to become the person who has that. A millionaire. You have to become a millionaire. And how do you become a millionaire? What are the characteristics? How does a millionaire act? How does a millionaire think? How does a millionaire feel? A millionaire is probably disciplined, right? So you might want to become more disciplined. A millionaire might be really passionate, right? A millionaire is really high achieving. You want to become a high achiever. You have to then become that version. To get to the $1 million, you have to write down the characteristics. Let's do this together. What does a millionaire embody? Maybe they're aspiring, right? They serve people, right? Maybe they're disciplined, right? They don't allow their emotions to control them. They recognize their emotions. They recognize their sadness, but they don't allow it to control you. So you then create a story and you shift yourself from being like, okay, so where in my life am I disciplined? Where in my life am I disciplined? So I want this $1 million, okay? So to have this $1 million, I have to become someone who has $1 million. So I'm then a millionaire. What does a millionaire embody? The millionaire embodies discipline. Okay, where in my life am I disciplined? Oh, well, I'm disciplined because I go to yoga every day. I'm disciplined because I keep a clean house. Oh, I'm disciplined in blah, 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 blah. And then you start to shift your attention to be like, oh, you know what? I am disciplined. And because I am disciplined, I'm a lot closer to becoming a millionaire than I aspire to be. And because I'm closer to becoming a millionaire, then I will have $1 million, and then I will have millions of dollars. You have to create the story. And it may or may not happen overnight. I'm a believer that things can shift overnight. But often things take time. If you want the relationship, if you want to have the relationship that you desire, if you want to get engaged, if you want to get married, you have to look at what is someone who gets married. Who is someone who gets married? Well, someone who gets married is a wife. Someone who gets married is a husband. Okay, what are the characteristics of a wife and a husband? Okay, where are you? So the characteristics of a wife and a husband is maybe selfless, maybe loving, right? Maybe sexy, right? You can't have a marriage without sex, right? Right? Someone who is married is a partner, right? So you look at, where in your life are you already a partner? Well, I'm a partner at work. I'm a partner with my coworkers. I'm a partner in my family, right? I'm a partner at the gym. I have a gym partner. Where in your life are you a partner? So you then start to shift your perspective to be like, oh, I'm already a partner. I'm already a partner. I'm already loving. Whatever you want, you already are, people. I'm going to say it again. Whatever you want, you already are. If you want to be a millionaire, I'm going to tell you, you're already a millionaire. You want to know how I know you're a millionaire? Go outside. There's a bunch of dirt outside. There's probably 1 million grass shards outside. There's probably 1 billion shards of dirt out there. You are a billionaire. You are a millionaire. There's a bunch of germs that are flying around here. You're a millionaire of germs. You have 1 million thoughts that are constantly running in your mind. You being a millionaire is not limited to the amount of money in your bank account. Look up and look at the proof of where you already have what you desire. Shift your attention. If you're sick, if you have cancer, you're not sick everywhere. You're sick in one area of your body, one area of your life. If you have cancer and you want to be healthy, where in your body are you already healthy? Oh, well, I can move my arms. I'm healthy in my arms. I can move my legs. I'm healthy in my legs. So you are healthy. Shift your perspective to see the things that are going right in your life, where you're already healthy, where you're already a millionaire, where you're already married. What does it mean to be married? It means to be one, to be connected, to be a partner with someone. Where in your life are you already married? You're married to your bank account right now. You're married to your home if you're living in your home. I'm married to these clothes on my skin right now. I'm married. I'm already it. And when you see that you already are what you are, you're shifting your perspective and you're changing your life. Does that resonate? I want to create an incredible soul tribe and partner with like-spirited, like-hearted, like-minded, beautiful souls. I want to create financial freedom. I want to create a wonderful adventure and exploration. I want to create a life I am incredibly well-nourished by and in every area of my life, in each of my energetic bodies. I want to create a life that feels like a vacation. I want to create a life wherein I am living and visiting where I want and when I want. I want to create a life where I am in a harmonious dance with all of life and I am in communion with it and myself. Yes! It is beautiful. Yes. Yes. So, can I take a couple minutes to help you to see that you already have this? Can we do a little workshop right now? Can we do a little coaching session right now? It's kind of hard because I can't hear your voice, but are you willing to play with me? Anime. Do I say Anime? Am I saying your name right? Are you willing to play with me? Okay, so first, I want to create an incredible soul tribe and partnership with like-minded, spirited, like-hearted, like-minded, beautiful souls. We have 72 people on this platform right now. We have 72 people on this platform. This looks like a soul tribe to me. Everyone, if you are on this live right now, please put in the comments, I am your soul tribe. Please, everyone. I want to see 72 messages right now that say, I am soul tribe. Who right now identifies with them being soul tribe and being in community? We're in a community of insight timer right now. This is soul tribe. This is a partnership of like-minded, like-hearted, like-minded, beautiful souls. Yes? Agree? Come on, let's see it in the chat. Come on, play with me, people. Everyone, play. Do you see it, enemy? Do you see that right now you have already created incredible soul tribe because you came on this platform with 72 beautiful people? I'm getting my teary eyes. Yes. Yes. Next, I want to create financial freedom. Where in your life have you bought something that you wanted? What was the last thing you bought, enemy? What was the last thing that you can think of that you bought, or a bill you paid, or anything that your money went towards? Put it in the chat. What was the last thing you bought? Or you paid, or anything? I bought a bit of food yesterday. Okay. And you freely bought that food. You were free to buy that food. No one held a gun to your head that said, don't buy that food. You can't buy that food. Don't put it down. Put that food down. You can't do it. No one imprisoned you and said, you can't leave the house to buy food right now. You were free to buy food. No one handcuffed you and said, you can't buy food. So you are financially free. You are financially free because no one's telling you you can't buy food. You have to shift your attention, shift your perspective to see, hey, I was free to buy food yesterday. I was free. Take your mind off of the bank account and put your mind on the emotion of freedom. Does that resonate? And thank you for playing with me, enemy. Thank you. Golden star for you. Does that resonate? Do you feel free to buy food? Yes. Okay, next. I want to create a wonderful adventure and exploration. How can you do that? How can you create a wonderful adventure? What is something that you can do right now, enemy, to have adventure and exploration? What is one place you can go? What is one thing you can do? Put it in your chat. Put it in the chat. What is something logical or rational that you can do? Maybe it's a hike. Maybe you can just go for a hike. Maybe you can explore in your backyard. Maybe you write a book. Or maybe you paint a picture. Maybe you write a story. Right? You're already creating it. This right here on Insight Time, where this seems like this was an adventure to me, right? I'm out there. I'm adventure. I'm exploration. You explored. You came on live. You've never been here before. You've never been with me before, I think, right? So you explored. That's a helpful perspective, yeah. So you're already creating it. Next, I want to create a life I am incredibly well nourished by and in every area of my life and in each energetic body. Do you feel right now well nourished in this very moment? Yes or no? Do you feel well nourished in this moment? Being on this live? Yes. So that's how you do it. Everyone, that's how you do it. You take apart whatever it is that you want. And you listed so many beautiful things you want. And you find the proof of where you already have that. Shift your perspective, change your life. Everyone take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out, big sigh. Let it go. Let's do that again 2 more times. Deep breath in. Take a big deep breath out, sigh it out. And 1 more. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I'm now going to take the next 5 minutes. We're over an hour now. But I want to take the next 5 minutes or so to answer any questions you have. What questions do you have? How can I serve you? Your question might be you putting in the chat something that you want to create, and I can play with you just like I just played with Anime to help you to see that you already have it. So let's just take the next 5 minutes, and any questions that you have, put them in the chat, and I'm happy to answer them. I then will lead you into a meditation, and then we will end for the day. If today was helpful, I'm available. I'm always here. You can find me on all social media platforms. Just look up my name, Genna Rose Giannetti. You can check out the link in my bio for my website. My website, again, is just gennarosegiannetti.com. It's very easy to access me. Send me a message here on this platform, or the best way to contact me is probably Instagram. I also have a women's group if you're interested in joining. It's a free women's group if you are a woman. I do a lot. I do everything from one-on-one coaching. I do group coaching. As I said, this live that I did today was originally a 3-day program of Shift Your Perspective, Change Your Life. That's no longer available because I already did that. But just to give you an idea, that program was $111 for 3 days worth of content like this. You can no longer purchase it, but I'm just giving you an example of like the things that I do. So I do group programs, I do one-on-one sessions, I do a lot of free stuff wherever you're at financially. I do live meditations. You can listen to any of my meditations here on Insight Timer. I have more meditations for purchase. I do customized meditations. I do a lot of stuff. I have YouTube. So wherever you guys are at, if you resonate with all that I'm doing, I can serve you in whatever way you need. I also have here on Insight Timer, I have a group. I actually just changed the name of the group, and I have to apologize if you're part of my group because I've been a little bit absent from Insight Timer, as I want to apologize because I started off my business on Insight Timer. I started off with meditations and lives, and then as I grew and as I expanded, I focused more. I had to change my focus. I had to shift my focus a little bit, and I was more focused on other areas. And right now I am trying to shift myself back into Insight Timer. So if you're interested, I have the free circle here on Insight Timer, and it's called Higher Love, Genna Rose Giannetti. And I changed the name today, so you can look for that circle, and that's a way for me to support you here on Insight Timer. So take apart what you want and find proof of where you already have it in your life. So helpful. Thank you for your presence here. I could listen to and participate with you every day, and thank you for the workshop you've done with me. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And Anime, feel free to find me on social media. Reach out to me. I'm here to serve you. I'm here to serve all of you guys, to help all of you. It really does take a community. So, does anyone have any questions? Any questions? Thank you for the love. And if this hit you, if this helped you today, feel free to leave a beautiful love donation. Never expected, but always appreciated. And I'm going to just set up the music now. Thank you for all the love. And let me know if you can hear the music. I'm going to prepare us for a little meditation to help us to shift our perspective, to change our life. Can someone let me know if you can hear the music in the background? Thank you for the love. I love you. Yay! Thank you, 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 thank you. I also have a couple May promotions going on. So I have, if anyone's interested in coaching, I have my coaching sessions almost half off right now, actually more than half off, for Mental Health Awareness Month. And then I have a half off my 3-month coaching package and Voxer coaching. So just check me out and I can give you all of the information on that if you're interested. All right, guys, I'm going to lead us into a meditation now. I'm actually going to change the music because I think this is a little too slow. All right, guys, so just start to close down your eyes. Focus your awareness within. And welcome. Here we go. Oh, also, let me just let you know, I record all of my meditations. So I'm going to do a little bit of an introduction at the beginning of the meditation, and I'll do a conclusion at the end, and then this meditation will go back on Insight Timer. So, yeah. All right, here we go. Hello, and welcome to today's beautiful meditation on shifting your perspective to change your life. In order for us to receive our desired reality, to become who we want to be, we have to shift our perspective to then change into the version of ourselves we desire to be. So when you are ready, I ask you to please close down your eyes, finding a spot where you will not be disturbed, as I lead you in this beautiful meditation to help you to shift your perspective, to change your life into the desired version of yourself you inspire to be. And start to bring your awareness within. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. And taking a deep breath out through your mouth. Taking another deep breath in through your nose. And taking a deep breath out through your mouth. Allowing yourself to come back into the breath now. Coming into the internal you. For there's nothing to do but to just come within yourself now. Breathing in. Holding the breath. And breathing out. And as you breathe, allow yourself with every inhale to come deeper into your internal self. And with every exhale, pushing away the outer world, letting go of this reality as you see it to be, and coming into the internal reality you desire to create. Breathing in and breathing out. And start to call upon wherever you find your faith. Whether this is God, Goddess, Absolute, animal spirits, angels, saints. Call upon wherever you find your faith, asking for higher guidance and alignment to help you to shift into the desired version of yourself. And breathe this in and breathe this out. And bring it into your mind's eye now, your third eye, your intention for this meditation. The intention of what you desire to create, who you desire to become, what you desire to release, what you desire to heal from. Letting go of this external reality and come into the internal version of yourself. And breathe in and breathe out. Relaxing deeper and deeper. Coming into your internal you. And imagine now that you are standing at a staircase. And as you're standing at the staircase, you're seeing this golden, beautiful staircase that's going to take you to the desired you, the desired perspective. And at the top of the staircase, you see a beautiful door that leads to this next level you, this next level reality that you desire to create. And with every number that I count, visualize yourself climbing the staircase, one staircase at a time, climbing your way into this desired reality. Counting down from 10 to 1. 10, 9, 8 steps to go, 7, getting closer and closer, 6 steps left, 5 steps left, 4 steps, almost there, relaxing deeper and deeper. 3, 2, 1. And standing at the top of the staircase, standing in front of this door, behind this door is the desired version of you. Taking a deep breath in as you place your hand on the knob of this door. And on the exhale, opening up the door. And coming into this next level you. Notice what is behind this door. The reality that you desire to create. Visualize and see your creation of the intention that you set to create. See the version of yourself that you desire to be. see the success that you want to achieve. See all of it. What does it look like? What does it feel like to be in this reality? What emotions and feelings do you experience? Why have you decided on this reality? What feeling state does this reality give you? Focus on the feeling. Focus on the feeling. Focus on the feeling. As you visualize and you experience this beautiful creation, this life that you live, this life that you have, as you feel into the emotions of this life, notice, what do you hear around you? What does it sound like? Hearing the sounds of this reality, feeling the feelings of this reality, seeing the images and pictures of this reality. What does it smell like in this reality? What does it smell like to be in this reality? Noticing the scents that surround this reality with the sounds in this reality combined with the feelings, emotions of this reality. With the clear vision, the sights, the colors, the experiences that you see in this reality. What does it taste like to be in this reality? What experiences can you taste? Taste this reality. bringing all of your senses into this reality. Knowing that you can taste this reality. You can smell this reality. You can heal this reality. You can feel this reality. You can see this reality. This is your reality. You are living in your dream reality. You are experiencing the world that you have created. Play in this reality. See this reality. Feel this reality. Heal this reality. Smell this reality. Taste this reality. This is your creation. You are living in this reality. Seeing this reality, feeling this reality, healing this reality, smelling this reality, tasting this reality, and bringing all of this back into your now human reality. As you see yourself now, walking out of the vision of this creation and moving back to that door that brought you into this reality, holding that vision of this world, this reality that you've created, and moving out of the door, still holding the vision, the feeling, the sounds, the smells, the taste of this reality, and moving out of the door, making your way back to the staircase, and walking down the staircase back into your now self, coming back to your new self with this new perspective, knowing that the reality that you just experienced is your current reality. Coming down the stairs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, coming back, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming back to this now version of you this new you that you have created, and bringing back that vision, that feeling, that sound, that smell, that taste, and incorporating it into this now you that has shifted, that has changed. For your mind does not know the difference between your imagination and your physical reality. As you imagine and manifest what you desire to create, you bring that creation into this now moment, becoming you. Taking a deep breath into your body. Taking a deep breath out. Coming back now into this new you. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more breath. Breathing in. Breathing out. Notice what you can taste. Notice what you can smell. Notice what you can hear. Notice what you can feel. And when you're ready, opening up your eyes and noticing what you can see. Welcome back, beautiful soul. Welcome back. Welcome back to this beautiful version of you. The world that you desire is not outside of you. It's created within you. The world does not know the difference between your physical reality and your imagination. So every time you use your imagination, you shift yourself into that version of yourself, solidifying it and making it physical in this reality. Feel the feelings of what you want to create. Visualize what you want to create. Hear the sounds that you want to hear. Smell the smells. And taste the tastes. You've now shifted your perspective and you've changed your life. All right, everyone. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for joining. Let me know how that was for you. If you enjoyed it, if you loved it, if you hated it, all feedback is good feedback. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining today. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the participation. Thank you for all of it. Let's just close down the circle, but never close down the love. For 40 minutes over time, but I always overgive because this is my passion, and I hope that you can feel that. So, closing down your eyes, placing your hands on your heart, taking a deep breath in through your nose. Taking a deep breath out through your mouth. Placing your hands in prayer pose in front of your heart. And let's conclude with an Om. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. And on the exhale, Om. And bring your hands up to your third eye. Breathing in. And repeating namaste. For my soul recognizes your soul. That we are one soul in many bodies. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining today. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed my work, check out the link in my bio. Go to my website. Follow me on social media. Allow me to serve you and help you guys further. Make sure to hit the follow button so that you get all of my live events, my meditations, and so much more. I love you. Thank you. Have a good day, guys.